I want to share with you about CBD. It's the hottest growing industry in America. I will say that this week, with more and more news about the virus and just our immune system and the way that that is spreading, I've been seeing more and more information about the hemp plant, about CBD, and even about CBG and what it can do for our immune system. So I want to talk a little bit about that when we get to those slides. But I also want to share with you today about this business opportunity that was presented to us about 17 months ago. It's totally changed our world. I have been from the service income, meaning that if I wasn't standing behind the chair performing a service to one of my clients in haircut, hair color, something like that, there was not a income for me. And even deeper than that, part of my income from that service was put back into my building and into the actual business of the salon industry. And so 17 months ago, for those of you who don't know, my chiropractor dropped off a bottle of CBD and he just said, Kim, get this in your body and I'll check back with you in a few days. He didn't go down the business road with me. I love the way that he did it because I trusted him. So I started taking the product and started seeing results very quickly, which I'll share with you again as we get going. But because of the falling in love with that product, we decided to take a look at the financial piece of Zilis because we had fallen in love seeing a little piece of land west of here where we thought that if we moved our salon that way, it could really change the lives of our team. We have 50 stylists that work in the salon with us, and we could just see that being frontage instead of being hidden behind many other businesses going west where the business was exploding in our area would just be something that would truly change their lives. And so for us, couldn't do enough haircuts to do that on my own. So for us, Zilis not only changed my life as far as the health improvement, but it also changed our lives and allowed us to jump in, buy that land, which we have done currently for just keeping those of you who have followed that journey. We've had several showings this week of the current building. Got a couple of little possibilities that are looking good. The minute that that building sells, we will jump into breaking ground and just moving forward with that dream that's truly going to change lives. So let me tell you a little bit about this company and what's behind the inspiration. So many people don't know that Zilis did not start off as a CBD company. Actually, Stephen had traveled to Haiti and was impacted by the widespread malnutrition in that country. And so he came back and started Zilis, which means multiplying nutrition, with the idea that he wanted to create not only multivitamin packs, but prenatal vitamins for pregnant women, not only in Haiti, but in other countries. And he wanted to develop a system where for every sale that we made, he would supply those vitamins to those countries. And so not only has he done that and continued with that since then, but he also developed what we call the Patriot Program, which is something that is all about our veterans. And you know that many of them return home wounded, both emotionally and physically, and CBD has been found to help them with those injuries and to help them with better physical and mental health. And so it's just exciting to hear about Zilis starting off that way. And then in the fall of 2017, Stephen added CBD. I love that story. He talks about that someone that he had done business with in the supplement industry for many, many years called him and said, hey, I've got something for you. I've got the next big thing. It's CBD. And he was like, what is that? Which is, I definitely understand that. And she explained to him that it was a supplement, a natural thing that comes from the hemp plant, not the marijuana plant, that it was a cannabinoid that is found to give many, many health benefits, but not make you high. And so because of his expert leadership, along with his wife, Angie, they are pioneers in the social marketing, multi-level marketing business. He's been in the position that many of us that are on this call are in, where he believed in a product, was excited about a product, and built huge teams. And so that wasn't new to him. CBD was. And so he started just seeing how you couldn't turn on the news, you know, all the major nationwide channels like ABC, NBC, Fox, and CBS without seeing something about CBD. And so he knew that he was onto something big. And you ask, what is CBD? CBD, like I mentioned, is one of the cannabinoids found in the hemp plant. And for those of you who are just kind of hearing about CBD, it's because it's new. It's from a science called our endocannabinoid system. That system was only founded in like 1993, so it's definitely new. Hi, did you freeze? I'm welcoming my husband back from his golf game, so excuse me, y'all. But this CBD is from the hemp plant. There are other 113 other cannabinoid found in that hemp plant. So CBD isn't the only one that we're starting to see that has health benefits. There's CBG, and we've got here lots of rumors about the other cannabinoids that are going to be coming. But there's several things that I want to make sure by the time you get off this call, if you're interested in the product and if you're interested in the business, I want you to understand what's important when you're buying CBD for yourself and for your family. And one of those is that hemp that they derive the CBD from is found in the US. That's very important. Hemp is a real porous plant. And so if it's not farmed well and has chemicals in the soil, that hemp plant will find it. So it's very important that the farms that we use are in the US and that they don't use those chemicals. And so Zilis has found those farms. I believe in Kentucky and Colorado is where we currently get our plants from. But it is a healthcare revolution. It impacts the entire body. And when you say, what are the benefits of CBD? I would tell you that these are just a few. And the fun thing to do, I did it this week with our immune system, with everything that's going on with the virus. I wanted to kind of see for myself. So I just Googled the virus and CBD, and it popped up not only that CBD is great for helping with your immune system, but so is CBG. And the two of those combined together, we definitely all need to be on to help fight, help our immunity system be stronger and to fight the virus. So other things that we found that CBD does, it's fantastic for pain. That's why my chiropractor dropped it off. I'll tell you, I've been standing behind the chair for about 40 years, have issues with my back and my hips. Some of that's hereditary. And for those of you who don't know, I had major back surgery on December 27th. I used CBD and a couple of the other boosters that I'll be sharing with you to help with my pain relief. I was very excited about how quickly I recovered from that surgery, and I put a huge part of it to having these natural products for use for that body. And it helps with stress, it helps with better sleep, it helps with cognitive support. I even use the raw flavor to help with on my skin. It's great for clearing up the skin. I've seen it work wonders for brown patches on the skin, things like that, a healthy glow to the skin. And again, here it is. I didn't even realize we had it on this slide, but immune system support and general wellness. And there's so much more. But because CBD and Ultracell, the Zilis brand is called Ultracell, has done so much for me, I want to introduce you to it now. We have several different products. We have sublingual, and it comes in lemon, berry, and raw. And then we have the Ultracell topical, which around our house, we call it the 15-second miracle. Christopher uses it on an area of his foot that usually flares up after golf, a shoulder thing, headaches. I use it on my back and on my hips. So it's just fantastic for that. Our newest Ultracell family member as far as CBD is our powder. And I take a scoop of my CBD powder every single day and put it in water. I love little things that Zilis thinks of, like the size of the scoop. I love that it's tiny and that it fits into your water bottle and you don't have to worry about wasting product. I love that it tastes delicious. We'll talk about some of the other powerful powders that Zilis has come up with and how yummy they taste and what the side effects are. But let's cover a couple of other things about CBD and what's important. I said it's important that the hemp's grown in the US. What else is important is that it's a full spectrum CBD. And so what that means is the opposite, kind of help you to have an aha moment on what full spectrum is. The opposite of full spectrum is an isolate. An isolate means that the only thing in your product is CBD, where a full spectrum has 400 compounds that are found in the hemp plant that better your health, besides the cannabinoids, and I mentioned 113 of them are in that plant, but you get all the proteins and omegas and vitamins and minerals and terpenes and flavonoids. All those things matter. And if you're into the science of a product and you love kind of just discovering the formulas and why they work and what they do and what causes that entourage effect, I would really, again, recommend even just Google terpenes and see what they do for your health. So it's just very interesting to know that it's not just CBD that's in that hemp plant that's so good for our bodies. It's many, many other things as well. So I encourage you to look that up. Zilis is referred to as the gold standard, and here are a few more reasons as to why. We're definitely a premium product from seed to shelf. I'm going to jump ahead just for 1 second and talk about CBG right here. CBG, when it is first, when the hemp plant is first growing, particularly in that first 6 weeks, it's so important how we seed that product, because as the hemp plant grows and matures, it becomes much heavier in CBD. So Zilis has found the science to take that CBG in those very first few weeks of the life of the hemp plant and create an amazing CBG product for us. So I want to bring that up while I'm thinking about it. Also, something is, if I'm going to put my name on something, and all the other ambassadors that have found great results with Zilis, we want to make sure that the company is transparent, and they do several things for us to make sure. You see the U.S. Hemp Authority certification seal there on the screen. Also, if you can see, there's a tiny, tiny little H on all of our products. That's not an easy certification to achieve, and Zilis has done it. I want to say the last time that Christopher and I looked it up, there were like 32 or 36 companies only in the entire industry of CBD that have received that U.S. Hemp Authority certification. The reason for that is it's hard to get. The reason that it's hard to get are there's all these different stipulations that you have to have met. It can't have more than the legal amount of THC. It has to have a certain amount of CBD in it. It can't have all those chemicals found in it that we talked about that can happen into the plant there if you're farming it somewhere that's using unsafe chemicals. So never ever buy CBD. If you never talk to any of us again and you jump off this call and you go another direction, don't buy CBD without that U.S. Hemp Authority certification. The other thing that I love that Zilis uses to show off our technology is that little QR code there. It's on every single product. Again, I can take my phone, I can either use an app, or nowadays with the more recent iPhones, I can hover over that little QR code. It will tell me exactly what is in that batch of CBD. I think that's super important, just having all those transparent things. A couple of other things that I think are important is that it's water soluble. Again, this is something that not all CBDs are created equal. They're not all water soluble. And the ones that are have a higher absorption rate. But even with that, without all those other things that I talked about, the absorption rate can be as low as 7%. So something that Zilis supplied to us is a clinical study that backs up what they said, where they took 20 people, they gave them a dose of Zilis Ultracell, and they started testing their blood. And immediately within the first hour, it starts spiking up to 50, 60, 70. The second hour, you're at 80, 90, up to 94% absorption. So you say to me, Kim, why should I take CBD? I say for your pain, to sleep, to relieve anxiety, help with your gut, so many other things. But why should you take Zilis? It's because you're going to get it in your body. You're going to feel it fast. You're going to feel the results fast, and it's going to last for a longer period of time because of that high absorption rate. And that's something that's only available with Zilis. So I keep mentioning other products and CBG. Here is a great slide that lets you know that Stephen said, I don't want to be just a CBD company. I want to have other products that help boost the effects of CBD. And so he's done that with what we call boosters. And I'm going to start with Burn. Burn is one of my favorites, and not really for the same reason that everybody else loves Burn. Burn is available in the sublingual, but now it is available in a powder. And let me tell you, it's delicious. So every morning I take a scoop of my Burn, a scoop of my CBD, and a scoop of my Edge that I'll talk to you about, throw it in my water, shake it up. And then I do Burn 2 other times a day. Yes, I do it because it curbs my appetite. I do it because it reduces craving, but I love the mood that Burn helps me to have. If you, again, enjoy the science of products, whoever invited you to this call, or I can send you the formulation sheet on this, and you'll see the different ingredients that are in it. But there are several that help to enhance your mood. So I love that about Burn. My second favorite is Edge. Edge comes in a sublingual. It also comes in the new powder. Tastes delicious. Edge is fantastic for the brain. It's great for cognitive thinking. It's great for focus. It's great for energy. It takes the place for many, many people use this instead of an energy drink. I cannot keep Edge at the salon. I restocked the shelves on yesterday before I left the salon, and I am already almost out of Edge, and we bought it in very large quantities and cases. It's flying off the shelf. One, I love it. Two, my son loves it, and it's taken the place of his energy drinks, and so he's really talking about it a lot, sharing with what it does. And again, if you enjoy the science of the product, look at the formulation sheet, look at the product, the ingredients that are in it that are all natural, botanicals, and see that many of them have been found to heal the brain. So if you come from a family like me that you're concerned about the future of the health of your brain and of your memory, I highly recommend that you do some study and get on Edge. Many of you know I sent Edge to my brothers for Father's Day last year and said, don't ever go one day without this product. So can't wait to get the powder form to them as well. Thirdly is ice. Ice is, geez, what would I do without ice? That's why my water is so orange right now. For those of you, ice is hopefully coming in a powder form, but until then, I've been putting ice in my water along with my other drink. I use ice up to 3 times a day. It is full of turmeric and other natural ingredients that help reduce inflammation. It also really helps to build the immune system. It helps your CBD to build the immune system even better. So if you're not using ice, I would say with what's going on in our world, I would add ice to your daily regimen of supplements. And then we have Dream. Dream, before the powders, Dream was the #1 selling product at the salon, still a huge seller because so many people can't sleep. And the way Dream works is with all these natural ingredients. For me, I take 3 droplets, not even a dropper full, just 3 little droplets, and it helps me to relax. It turns off my brain so that the business part of me will hush so that I can get a good night's sleep. I sleep well, I sleep long, and I sleep deep. So Dream is a fantastic booster product as well. And then finally, you heard me talk about CBG. #1, CBG helps your CBD to work better. CBG is that baby part of the hemp plant that I talked about that's so great for the gut. It also causes me, everybody's different, so you want to experience it for yourself. But for me, CBG helps me to be sleepy. It helps me to have even a deeper sleep. So those two combined, the CBG and the Dream, few droplets of each, my sleep has never been better. And for me, it's a fantastic product to help relax my muscles when I've been on my feet all day. So these are our boosters. All of them except CBG do not contain CBD. I'll repeat that. CBG contains, of course, a trace of CBD. It's made just like Ultracell. It's full of all those other parts. It's a full spectrum CBG oil, so it's got CBD in it. But Dream, Burn, Ice, and Edge do not contain CBD. So if you've got someone you're speaking with about product and they're concerned about that for whatever reason, remember, that's the way you can go, is complement their health system with the boosters. You can bundle them like the pictures here and save money as well. So I've quickly gone through the product. I could sit on that last slide and talk about the products and the benefits and the stories that I've heard from different people. You can imagine I'm very blessed. My client that sits in my chair say, 6, 7 to 10 clients a day, get to hear all about Zilis and about the effects, about what it's done for my health. And so there's a lot of product that goes through Cloud9 Salon and Spa. But the other thing that I could talk to you about in the very beginning that has really disrupted for the better Christopher and I's future and our goals and our dreams and what we see coming, and how we see our future finishing out, is because of this Zilis opportunity. And there are 7 different ways that Stephen and Angie have developed a comp plan to pay us. And I can't dive completely into all of them, or I'd have y'all on here way too long, but I definitely want to share several of them with you. But first, let's talk about the industry. Being a business person, looking at these numbers always amazes me. And even just looking at Zilis's numbers, Zilis grew 500% last year. We're on pace to do that again this year, maybe even more, Stephen said. And so that, just as a business person, that type of growth is outstanding. But this industry is expected to grow 250 times. It's just exploding. We can't even wrap our head around yet what this industry is going to do. And it's a trillion, set to be $1 trillion industry within 10 years, because it's transferring the wealth from big pharma to us, the ambassador who is representing Zilis. And these aren't numbers that Stephen said, hey, let's put these on a slide and y'all repeat these. These are numbers that were found in Forbes and Fortune and Time and Newsweek, Rolling Stone, Wall Street Journal. And let's look at, you've heard me talk about retail, but let's dive a little bit deeper. You can immediately increase your revenue the minute that you sign on with Zilis, because when you do that, you're sent product. When you sell that product, that's retail sales. The more of the product that you buy, Stephen did something really unique, and he set up a tiered system to where I can buy 1 jar and pay a certain amount, or I can buy this, I think it's up to 6 cases now, maybe 8 cases that I can buy it in, and I get it less and less wholesale dollar amount, therefore a higher profit, where I can make up to 200% profit in retail. And that can happen immediately when I become a Zilis ambassador. The second way that you can quickly start making money is by sharing this opportunity. The minute that you share the opportunity and someone joins what I'm going to call your team or your downline, you can make up to $130 from their first order. And that becomes your binary team. I'd never heard the word binary. My team was in my salon until October of 2018, but I'm going to try to simplify it for you, like was done for Christopher and I, so that you can understand it if you haven't done it as well. But a binary means that you have one team that's derived of 2 sides, a left and a right side. So we were told in the very beginning, Kim, all you need to worry about is as you share this product with people, there's going to be people that want to become a part of this industry with you. And when they do, you put one on your left and one on your right, and you just alternate it like that. We did that, and we started building these 2 teams where we were earning, because we came in what's called the gold level, we started earning up to 20% on those teams. And that's paid through infinity, up to $30,000 a week. Christopher and I are currently national ambassadors, working very hard to be presidential. And these numbers that you see are per week. That is what you can make every single week with Zilis. Just on this pay scale, just on your binary bonus, you can make up to $30,000 per week. So let me just show you a quick example of what that looks like when it's growing and doing what it can do. If you sign up 2 members in the first month, and you help them to sign up to the next month, and the next month you help those to sign up, you can see how it just starts exploding. And that within 1 year, you can have 4,096 people on your team. 4,096 people, simply by signing up to that very first month and helping those to do the same thing. If you use an average of 300 BV, which is, for lack of a better word, points for every product has a certain amount of points, and you help those ambassadors do that, and you're at a 20% commission, it's over $16,000 every single month that you can earn, again, just on that part of the pay. couple other ways that we can earn with Zilis are: one, the generational bonus. This one probably gets Christopher and I the most excited for two reasons. One, it's growing the fastest of our check that we get every single month. This is paid monthly. With Zilis, I would say that I see this increasing the most, because as I sign up customers or I sign up team members on our team, we get paid residual income, or what we call mailbox money, on the product that they sell. So that's that's just money. It's like doing something today that we have the possibility of being paid in the future. And so we're excited about the generational bonus. The infinity bonuses are your most lucrative portion of the comp plan. You've got the infinity fast start, residuals, matching bonuses. These, I would say, are your biggest potential with Zilis on watching those change so rapidly, and those are paid weekly and monthly. The benefits program is something that I've never experienced because I've been self-employed my whole life. The only thing I've ever done is hair, and I've been a salon owner. And so I've never enjoyed the corporate type benefits that you can get with Zilis, like the blessing bonus. The minute that you sign up 4 people on your 2 teams, your binary, you start receiving what we call blessing bonus, and it starts at $100. It goes up to $500. And we use that to give away to someone that's moved us, that we feel passionate about every single month. It might be a family member. It might be, we've had a lot of fun with some of people, Christopher's coworkers that have fostered some children this last year. We've been known to give it to a waitress at a restaurant. Just whatever is moving your heart, that's yours. You get it every single month just to give it away. When you've helped those 4 people sign up for, you're eligible for the Jeep. And you hear Christopher and I tease that we earned our Jeep on day 28. We did not run out and get a Jeep because we thought there is no way that somebody's going to pay for this Jeep. But we are proud to say it's a year old. It was a year old last week, and we get a check every single month for that Jeep. And then healthcare. For many, many years as a single mama, healthcare was one of my most expensive parts of my business. And because of Zilis, they pay my part of our healthcare above and beyond what Christopher's corporate job pays for, and that's paid every single month. And then something that we've enjoyed watching grow is the global bonus pool. You start receiving this when you, I believe, are regional and above. It's something that Stephen designed. He takes profit of the entire company, 2% of that, of all the worldwide sales, which those of you who know we're going global, that's fixing to be even something that we probably can't even wrap our head around, but we're paid quarterly on that. And you get paid you get your portion of the 2% based on what you put into your business. So that's continued to grow for us as well. And you know, so many people know, I think if you're on this call and you've got any interest in business at all, you know that 90% of your success is from timing and positioning. When Christopher and I came into this company back in 2018, the needle that says Zilis today was back over, you know, just getting into the momentum stage, back in concentration. You know, every company has to go through formulation and concentration before they hit the exciting time of momentum. And something that I really enjoy watching Stephen present is the story of different social marketing, multi-level marketing companies that once they hit that $50 million marker, they go into momentum. That's very common with other multi-level market companies as well. And we're just now hitting that. So if you're on this call and you've been looking for something to change your financial future, this is something that's really important, is to see that we haven't even hit momentum yet, that it's just beginning, and that you're definitely have the opportunity for success because of the timing and positioning. So how do you get involved? We now have 4 different options. The first one is you just come in as a wholesale customer. A wholesale customer is $199. You're just coming in to experience the product. You don't earn from a team here, but it does reserve your position, because at any time after you've experienced the products, if you find that you're interested in the business, you can pay the difference and upgrade from a wholesale customer to any other level, and they'll send you the difference in products. So that first one that you could upgrade to is called the bronze. The bronze, you get our most popular products. You can see there that you have an opportunity to try the powders. You start a minimum earning potential on your binary of 10. And again, you can upgrade at any time. Our silver pack, I think, like I had my somebody the other day that went silver because they have a big family and they didn't, the bronze package wasn't enough product for them. So they came in silver. They definitely have an interest in working the business. They can upgrade to gold at any time, but you get more product. You have a higher earning potential of 15%, and you could upgrade to the gold at any time. I will be honest, Christopher and I came in as gold. When I got this product in my body and started having the results from it and started talking about it and sharing my story of what it had done, people wanted the product. So I needed the product. So we went gold. We got the product within about 3 days. I think we were out of product within about 6 days. At that point, and any point that you come in, you can order in bulk. So we started ordering in bulk with a couple of other ambassadors, going through the product like crazy. I want to say in the first week, I had several people that said, Kim, are you going to build a team? I'm like, I got a team. I've got 50 stylists at the salon. I probably don't need another team, but it just got our attention and the vision of it hit. And so I came home and told Christopher, let's give this a try for a year. I think this could change our life and help us to reach those goals and those dreams that we have, not only for the land, but even now we look at retirement and what that picture looks like and being able to travel and see the world. And you, just when you come in gold, you have a retail value there of $2,000. So you can see that you're profitable really quick and you have the highest earning potential. So if you're a business person and you're looking at building this team and you want to have the highest earning potential possible, gold's the way to go because it's 20% that you're making. So Zilis, you know, I talked to you in the very beginning. This product is what grabbed my attention. Zilis pays it forward. You know, I told you that we started as a company with these multivitamin packs and prenatal vitamins and how we help our wounded warriors. We still do all of that. We still send millions and millions of multivitamins all over the world for women and families. We still have an amazing product with lots of new products to come. I'm excited about the other cannabinoids that'll be introduced over the next few years. I'm excited about ice probably coming in a powder, but I'm most excited about how when I share this product with people, they have amazing results quickly. So Zilis is set apart because it's grown from hemp in the USA. It's a full spectrum CBD. It's got lots of cannabinoids and it's got lots of the other compounds that are found in the hemp plant. It's got the national certification, hemp certification seal on it. It's got a QR code that you can follow and teach your clients how to know exactly what's in the product and know that it's safe for them. And no matter how you come in, you have a potential to get your money back and to recoup your investment. With the gold package, you can come in and you profit up to $700 really quick, but it gives you the highest earning potential. So I want to, let me do unshare here. I want to tell y'all that I am super excited that on a Sunday afternoon,